Did you know that Tesla bull Cathie Wood dropped a massive bombshell about Tesla stock? A lot of people, investors and analysts alike, are confident that Cathie Wood's words carry weight. That said, make sure to stay tuned to find out what news Wood dropped about Tesla stock. Most people interested in the investing space are likely to heavily rely on the words of experienced investors. Who wouldn't when they have years and years of experience under their belt? A lot of people have their eyes on their current stock market prices, especially Tesla. One, because it is the leading automaker for electric vehicles, and two, Tesla CEO Elon Musk is quite famous for good and not so good reasons. In today's video, you will find out what massive bombshell Cathie Wood dropped about Tesla stock. Tesla is an American automotive and clean energy company that designs, develops, manufactures, leases, and sells electric vehicles and energy generation and storage systems in the United States and other parts of the world. With futuristic and eco-friendly goals, Tesla became a name known all over the globe. Who is Cathie Wood and why do her words carry weight? According to Forbes, Cathie Wood is an American investor, a star stock picker, and the founder, CEO, and CIO of ARK Invest, a company with $60 billion in assets that invests in innovations like self-driving cars and genomics. Cathie Wood is often called the most underrated investor in the game, since not only is she incredibly persuasive in her investment arguments, but she's also got the proven results to back up her surprisingly discerning claims. Morgan Stanley's Adam Jonas, another renowned Tesla bull, stated that the current landscape for EVs is a race, and Tesla has been winning so far. He compared the EV industry to a marathon and said that Tesla leads at mile 21 while other companies are still at mile 2 and others are still tying their shoes, figuratively speaking. He supported this claim by explaining that recent records of car deliveries are proof that Tesla's position remains strong and is becoming stronger as the marathon progresses. He also revised the price target for the automaker shares to $1,300 from $1,200 and proceeded to predict that the delivery figures would reach 2 million this year. Because of this move and other investors' decision of updating their valuation of Tesla stock, it made people believe that the stock is overvalued and is not justifiable. Still, if Tesla can keep up with the 50% increase in growth rate every year, Tesla might just be as successful as the investors expect it to be in the next 5 years or so. Mark Delaney, a Goldman Sachs analyst, said that he raised his price target from $1,125 to $1,200. He also placed Tesla stock in the outperform category as well as called it the best idea in the electric vehicle sector. In fact, as Adam Jonas mentioned, Tesla is the leading company in the EV market and everyone else is scrambling on their heels. Delaney also emphasized the importance of Tesla's leading position in the creation and manufacture of electric vehicles. He added to say that the global electric vehicle adoption trends could act as a tailwind for the company's sales. The reason behind these bullish assessments is that the adoption rates may not pan out exactly as he wrote. Moreover, he said that a slowdown has the potential to curtail Tesla's lead and that of its competitors. It is no secret that numerous automakers, including famous and well-established ones, are scrambling to catch up with Tesla's technology and infrastructure. Therefore, Tesla has to move fast in order to hold the lead position and maintain a safe distance from companies venturing into the EV sector. Still, a lot of people, investors and analysts alike, are confident that Tesla will remain ahead of the game. With a lot of people having this much faith, Tesla should do its best to maintain that spot. Tesla, thankfully, is doing its best to maintain the top spot in EV production, and it is quite obvious that they are putting in much effort. During the pandemic, for one, when all other companies and manufacturers have been struggling with chip shortages and supply chain bottlenecks, Tesla pivoted between suppliers by rewriting its software just so the factories and plants won't stop running. In fact, Tesla has opened 2 new manufacturing facilities in Austin and Berlin. These new plants aim to increase production along with the Shanghai and Fremont factories. These developments can most possibly mean an increase in operating margins and scale to manufacture vehicles. The opening of Berlin and Austin allow them to achieve higher gross margins. To make sure to be updated with our videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. Credit Suisse analyst Dan Levy reiterated his bullish stance on Tesla stock. He said, "The share's recent fall is an attractive entry point." In fact, Levy expects Tesla to beat Wall Street expectations and then raised his price target from previously $830 to $1,025 to $1,125 recently. With the stock market in its current situation, it is believed that a recession is quite possible to happen. In the U.S., a recession is defined as 2 consecutive quarters of declines in GDP, in which the state has already experienced one and there seems to be one in sight either in the second or third quarter. Suppose it were to be positive in the second quarter but went to negative in the third. In that case, technically it is not a recession, but for Cathie Wood, it is close enough. Cathie Wood is also known to provide monthly updates about several things like monetary and economic policies, innovations, what can be expected in her field of expertise, and comments on the Fed's decision. The Federal Reserve System, commonly known as the Fed, is the central bank of the U.S., which regulates the U.S. monetary and financial system. Hence, in a video Cathie recently made, she said that the Fed's move to raise interest rates by 50% was wrong. Additionally, she mentioned that the U.S. can potentially go into recession, and that because of this, she deemed that the move to raise interest rates is wrong, as it is not the right time because there is a lot of pressure on the global economy and within the U.S. Regarding the monetary and fiscal policies and economic market indicators, she said that the Fed's decision in raising interest rates to 50 basis points would be a mistake. Moreover, she said that markets are corroborating and agreed with the idea that the Fed is making a mistake. According to her, the stock market went through a spasm. The S&P is down 15% from its peak. On the other hand, the NASDAQ is down 25% from its peak. Towards the end of her video, Woods said that innovation solves problems just might become a new mantra. She said this is in line with margin degradation that may be bringing disappointing profits to companies who are not controlling their expenses, but can be solved by using more automation and increasing productivity. Adopting innovative strategies may be a way to lower costs and sustain margins. Despite this and the current dip in stock prices, Tesla has proved itself in the first quarter of 2022, and investors are keeping their eyes on new developments. In fact, on March 22nd, Tesla officially opened its German plant near Berlin, supplementing auto assembly plants in Shanghai, Texas, and California. And on March 28, 2022, Tesla disclosed plans for a stock split, conditional on stockholder approval to expand the company's authorized number of shares at its 2022 annual meeting. Moreover, on April 20, 2022, Tesla reported a Q1 2022 net income of $3.3 billion, a quarterly record exceeding Wall Street estimates as revenue surged 81% year-over-year to $18.8 billion. In 2021 alone, Tesla delivered more than 900,000 vehicles and planned to increase that by 50% in the current year. What's more, Tesla continued the construction of the Tesla Gigafactory despite the numerous unforeseen circumstances that occurred across the globe, including the COVID-19 pandemic and the war in Ukraine, which greatly affected the world's economy. With the mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy through increasingly affordable electric vehicles and energy products, the Tesla Giga Nevada's construction was implemented. Tesla Giga Nevada, referred to as Tesla Gigafactory, is a lithium-ion battery and electric vehicle component factory in Story County, Nevada, which is expected to be the largest building in the world and powered by renewable energy to achieve net zero energy. This structure is meant to solve Tesla's battery crisis. This news about Tesla, which shows how the company continued to flourish despite the numerous roadblocks, proves that Tesla defied odds and has a great potential to succeed more. It is a given for investors to be thorough and cautious in where they put their hard-earned money. Several known investors and analysts were mentioned throughout the video who have established experiences in their respective fields, so their words should mean something valuable. Their statements are based on data and numbers, so one can rest assured that they can be considered a piece of sound advice. Of course, you have the power to filter which ones to rely heavily on and which ones to ignore in the meantime. If you enjoyed this video, head on to our channel and watch other Tesla stock content.